We have told EACC we are going to bring them here before the committee of the whole. And Mr. Speaker, I want to tell GENZI, please pay EACC a visit. There is a problem there. You guys need to go and visit and say hello to the EACC because we have a problem. Mr. Speaker, this House, in terms of accountability, has impeached at least 5 governors. That is 10% of the counties. Can our brothers tell us how many ministers they have impeached? This House has gone to the Supreme Court to seek opinions that has developed jurisprudence in this nation. This House in unison marched to Milimani. And Mr. Speaker, in our march to Milimani, the late Senator Haj, the Senator Gideon Moy, the senators that you could not imagine were the ones who were leading our march to Milimani on the concurrence matter. Mr. Speaker, this Senate has taken its services and its sittings out of Nairobi. And I think we've gone to 4 counties. This Senate has organized legislative conferences and devolution conferences. They should tell us the last time the National Assembly sat outside Nairobi. But it does not matter, Mr. Speaker, because in the end, the difference between us and them is like the difference between a cheetah and a leopard. And in my community, we have one name for both. And so it does not matter whether we voted yes or no. We are all collectively in this. Mr. Speaker, the SRC matter has been dealt with, and I think perhaps what we should have said is that what should have gone to MPs as a salary increment should be redirected to a certain course, perhaps the course of doctors or the course of the junior secondary school teachers. I would like in this motion, Mr. Speaker, for the majority leader to include another action, that the Cabinet Secretary to the Treasury, Professor Njuguna, who has the habit of snubbing the Senate every time we invite him, to invoke Article 225 on any county executive that gets an adverse opinion. What Article 225 talks about is that 50% of funds are withheld until the county comes up with a recovery action plan. And Mr. Speaker, 10% of the money we send to counties is wasted. Not stolen, wasted. Utilized on things that are not necessary. And all our budgets at a national level, 10% is wasted. Mr. Speaker, I want that motion to direct that we go towards a digital government. There are so many meetings that we hold that do not require people to be in the same room. We can do Zoom, we can use virtual technologies, and the Commission should tell us. When there was COVID, they told us we are procuring a system to facilitate virtual parliament. Why are we still using Zoom, which cannot work properly and can be hacked? So we must drive towards a digital government. Mr. Speaker, on constitutional commissions, Senator Omtata has made a strong case. We must demand that we are part of parliament and we must be involved in allocation of budgets to constitutional commissions. The Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, Mr. Speaker, is being overshadowed by the Law Society of Kenya. And I want to congratulate the leadership of the Law Society of Kenya. They have stood up for the rights of persons who are involved in this protest. They have done better than the Constitutional Commission that is supposed to guarantee observance of human rights in this republic. They have done better than the Commission on Administration of Justice. The last time I heard my friend and sister, the Ombudsman, speak, she was speaking about Muguka. She was not talking about the rights of people and maladministration in this country, which is supposed to be her duty. I hope GENZIs can also pay her a visit. Mr. Speaker, the National Gender and Equalization Commission is not doing what they should be doing. I hope they can also be paid a visit. Mr. Speaker, I want to...
Senator KAJWANG, 2 minutes to wind up your thoughts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I was about to suggest that they pay you a visit, but you have...
With that, can you take your seat? Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, we shall protect you. And Mr. Speaker, I conclude by supporting and thanking Senator Aaron Cheriota and Senator Madzayo for this motion. Let us stand for this country. Let us do the right things. If this country burns, Mr. Speaker, we have nowhere to go. You have seen the frustration and the problems our brothers and sisters from South Sudan face. Sudan is in fire. Ethiopia is burning. Our neighboring countries are in problems. The Democratic Republic of Congo is on the precipice. Even Rwanda itself is on the precipice. We cannot afford to go that route. And the person who takes us to that route, Mr. Speaker, will not be the Gen Z. It will be us in office. It will be the wickedness in high places. It will be the principalities and powers that reside in State House, that reside in this Senate, and that reside in the National Assembly that will take us there. If we are the problem, then the Gen Zs have all legitimate rights to kick us out. But let us smell the coffee, let us wake up before it gets too late. I believe that Kenya can be redeemed. Mr. Speaker, I support.